Hi guys, and today I'll be playing To My Darling. And we're playing as Mimiko Nakamura, a third year at White Lily Junior High who wants to give her crush a love letter after school. Trouble arises when her classmates have other plans for her. So maybe she's not well liked. So let's start. I gaze at the reflection in the mirror. It's a spotless mirror. There isn't a single fingerprint or crack to obscure the view. It's a perfect opening into another world. There's a person on the other side. Dark hair, bright eyes, with nothing else of interest. It's boring to look at. The figure smiles at me. I don't smile back. Hey. Today's the day, isn't it? Everything's prepared, isn't it? A voice echoes in my head. It's vaguely reminiscent of my own. I don't respond. Hey, come on, don't be like that. Today's a perfect chance. Who's better than a love letter on Valentine's Day? The worst she can say is no, right? No, I get it. I totally wanna slit my throat if she said no. That's too violent. I don't think like that. Oh, there you are. So all it takes is a threat to get you to talk. Please don't say things like that. It'll make me nervous. I sigh, stepping away from the mirror. I begin to pack my school bag, trying to ignore her words. The voice follows me anyway. Well, stop being so nervous. The letter is already written, so all that's left is to give it to her. That should be easy, right? No different than handing in an essay. Ensuring everything is in order, I zip up my bag, take it with me, leaving the mirror far out of sight. The voice follows me anyway. Give it to her after school. That'll be enough to make me happy. I can hear the smile widening in her voice with each word. It's almost like sandpaper into my brain. Wordlessly, I stepped outside my home and closed the door behind me. The voice shuts up. I arrive at school at the same time I always do. I'm usually one of, if not the first students to show up to class. I always enjoy checking over my homework before the day starts. I was hoping to be the only one in class that, or anyone else around, would be minding their own business. As it turns out, there's a particular student at his desk before me. Hey, Mimi-chan. Ayo grins and waves the moment he spots me. I hesitate before heading to my desk, which is just in front of his. He rests his elbow on his desk and pops up his head. He looks shocked. Didn't expect to see me here so early, huh? It's just a bit surprising. What are you doing here at this time? Oh, nothing really. My dad asked me to do a quick sweep through all the first year classrooms before the day starts. It's a lot of work being the principal's kid. Ha. Crack a smile at the joke. Not that it's particularly funny or that it even qualifies as a joke, but I know it's the polite thing to do. I finish that up though, so I figure I just sit and wait for a cute girl to drop by and notice me. Good luck with that, I suppose? Thanks. Honestly, I don't think I've gotta wait anymore. I'm one lucky guy getting to be here along with you. My cheeks flush pink. Ao notices this, and his smirk widens. I don't know what to say to break this awkward feeling inside of me. Yahoo! A loud, cheery voice interrupts my thoughts as one of our classmates bursts into the room. Ayo's expression immediately drops. Oh. Was someone talking about me? I heard the mention of a cute girl and came running. Kaku Ayu, said Momoki. That girl, Fujimoto-kin, rushes up to us, planting her hands straight onto Ayo's desk with a large thump. What are you talking about? Let me in on your secrets. Oh, it was nothing, really. Oh, Mimoki, I see that red on your face. Don't tell me you're talking about love. Huh? No, we were just... Mimi-chan is just easy to fluster, you see? Isn't it cute? Cute, Mimoki is cute. But there are a lot of cute girls in this world. Like me. Right. Ayo averts his gaze at Kin and strikes her cutesy pose. His smile looks pained. Is there anything anyone knows about Kin? Is that she has a huge fixation with love. Seems like every week she has a crush on a new boy. Right now, that person is, Io, and that isn't a secret to anyone, including Io. I feel like I'm saying his name right. I hope I'm saying it right. Well, do you guys have any plans for Valentine's Day? I got some plans, of course. I've been anticipating this day since February 15th of last year. Io shrugs his shoulders, managing a more casual expression. And I've got a little something tucked away in my pocket. Nothing huge. Seriously? Well, whatever it is, I'm sure it's exciting. I can't wait. She's daydreaming, isn't she? Looks like it. Kim giggles to herself. Valentine's Day or not, she always acts like this. She's constantly in her own world where she's the main character, like it's some sort of anime. Well, everyone has their quirks. Enough of that. Mimiko, are you doing anything today? Huh, me? Ken and Io both eye me with interest. I hesitate for a moment before answering. I have something in mind? Actually, I do want to ask someone to accompany me after school. Oh, keeping that lucky person a secret, Mimi-chan. Come on, tell us who it is. I laugh nervously and try to brush their question aside. They both fail to get the hint. It's just a classmate. Nothing you two have to worry about. Aw, boo, you're no fun. Sorry. He deflates and pushes her fingers together in a disappointed manner. Io seems as nonchalant as ever. Guess I'll have to be the one to look out for the person that catches your fancy. I'll have fun playing detective. I don't know how to tell him that this isn't any of his business, so I opt out of saying anything at all. Io and Kin continue to talk amongst themselves. Or rather, Io is trying to talk to me, but Kin continues to insert herself into the situation, much to Io's dismay. Time feels excruciatingly slow as I wait for the first bell to ring. When it finally chimes, it feels like a weight has been taken off my shoulders. Aw, the bell rang already? I thought we had at least 5 more minutes. Well, it can't be helped. Au revoir, Io. And Mimoki too. Ken retreats to her seat at the back of the class, leaving Io and I to ourselves, as the students begin to pour into the room. It doesn't take too long until one of Io's friends makes quick conversation with them. Eventually, our teacher enters the class and the day officially begins. He follows through with the daily routine, starting with attendance. Each student's name is called, and one by one we raise our hands and announce our presence. Everything happens as usual. Miss Kurata? The room gets dead quiet at the mention of that name. To no one's surprise, the desk at the back of the class is empty. All that sits there is a white flower. Absent. Teacher clicks his tongue, then lets out a sigh as he marks it on his attendance sheet. Most students don't even bother to look at the desk to confirm their absence. And everything happens as usual. What happened? Kyoko Kurata never shows up to class. It's a rarity to see her at school at all. With her remarkably low attendance and poor reputation, students consider her the ghost of White Lily Junior High. A face on her desk isn't a rare sight. Some students genuinely believe her to be dead, and that her occasional presence is nothing more than a shared hallucination. All kinds of rumors float about her. I heard that karate girl killed herself. They found a body at the river not long after she stopped coming to school. Really? Can't say I'm shocked. Hey, did you know she's always wore long sleeves in gym class? Are you saying she was trying to hide something? I mean, would you be surprised? Her hands are covered in scars. I can imagine the rest of her is much different. Wait, a river? I thought someone killed her in a fight. Was that someone else? Whatever happened, there's no point in mulling over it. I forgot that bad, though. Come on, don't be like that. She got what she deserved. I bet nobody will even miss her. I guess you're right. I don't get it. I know she isn't dead no matter what the chrysanthemum on their desk might make people believe. Why doesn't anyone care? Why do people have to be so cruel? My stomach twists just thinking about it. It's difficult to focus on class. Man, I'm so hungry. Thank God it's lunchtime. Huh? Hey, Mimi-chan, wanna come to the cafeteria with me to grab some food? Oh, no, thank you. As last name? Ueda? I brought my own today. Saying this, I stand up from my seat with a lunchbox in hand. He eyes it with interest. Did you make it yourself? I bet it's good. You do strike me as a domestic kind of girl. You're just saying things. Take a step back, nerves amplified. Well, I have somewhere to be, so I'll see you after lunch. That's a real shame. Maybe another day. I'll catch you later. Nope, she followed after him. Aya waves me off before I can even leave the room. Noah's kin takes my seat and immediately strikes up conversation with Io. Doesn't bother me though. She seems happy speaking to him, and I'm not using my seat for the next half hour. With everyone focused on their own agenda, I can safely leave class and sneak behind the school. It's there that I find someone sitting in a patch of dirt under a large tree. Yoko. I call out her name and excitedly head in her direction. She looks up at me with a smile, putting the stick she was holding aside. Sit beside her on my legs to avoid dirtying my uniform much. I was worried when I didn't see you in class, but thank you for meeting me here like I asked. She nods, a blank expression dawning her face. I texted Kyoko just the previous night asking her to visit me behind the school for lunch. We have known each other for a year, but it's still a rarity to have moments like these considering her attendance. Oh, that's her. It's a relief to see her, even if all she's doing is drawing stick figures in the dirt. I made you lunch. I hope it's okay. She pauses for a moment, a bit surprised by the gesture, shakes the food, however, and admires it with interest. Yakisoba? There's a faint shimmer in her eyes. She grabs herself a portion. Food is nothing special, just some home-cooked yakisoba noodles with veggies and octopus sausage, but she appears utterly enchanted. After saying a quick thank you for the food, Kyoko slurps the noodles loudly. It's enough to bring a smile to my face. Do you like it? It's good. She swallows her food and refrains from diving back in for more. Thanks, Mimiko. Of course, I'll be happy to make food for you whenever, you know? She smiles at me, such a stunning sight. Really, her tired eyes are so gentle and warm. Not to mention the cute freckles dotting her cheeks are simply to die for. Just looking at her brings butterflies in your stomach. Where's your lunch? It's not right if I'm the only one eating. I had a snack on my way here. I'm not very hungry, so it's fine. I avert my eyes away from hers. Kyoko glances down at her food, and at me, as if she's contemplating something. After a moment of silence, she grabs the sausage with her chopsticks and holds it to my mouth. I know that's not true. Come on, good food, and you made it. At least have a bite. My face turns an obvious shade of red at her demand. What should I do? Let's accept. After a bit of internal debate, I give in and nod my head. She notices this and nudges the octopus closer to my mouth. Do you want me to, say ah? Yeah, that's that. My heart starts thumping loudly in my chest as I nervously open my mouth and bite down on the food. I meet Kyoko's eyes for what seems like only a second, but in that time I can see they're a little brighter. Thanks. One sausage ain't a full meal, but I feel better knowing you ate something. She digs up some more food and takes a bite herself without hesitation. Hold on. Did she really just do that? We ate from the same utensil. That's an indirect kiss, right? I don't think that's how it works. She didn't hesitate at all. She isn't bothered by it at all. Does that mean she wouldn't mind an actual kiss? My heart's thumping a mile a minute just thinking about it. She's absolutely perfect. She's a darling. My darling. I'm in love. Mimiko? I wasn't thinking about anything. But I wouldn't mind another bite if you're offering it. If you aren't, then that's okay too. You're fine. You just space out so much, it makes me worry. Here, want some noodles now? She grabs a generous helping from the lunchbox and offers it up to me. I take a moment to admire the situation before I slurp it down. Tastes delicious, better than how I usually make it. I wonder if it's because I'm being served to me on a golden platter. Honestly, don't think I'll ever need to eat after this. I'm plenty content after all this. The fact that Kyoko doesn't mind makes my heart flutter more. Thank you so much. You don't need to worry about me. I bow my head in repetition in hopes of conveying my gratitude. I really need to calm myself down, otherwise there's no way she'll stop worrying over me. But isn't that wonderful in its own way too? If she worries, that means she cares. She doesn't want to see me starving or sad or hurting. She's a savior in every sense of the word. Suddenly I feel something warm touch my shoulder. I see Kyoku's hand on me. Her eyebrows are furrowed upwards. You sure? You don't shake like this when things are good. I can assure you, I'm fine, okay? I've never felt better. Please believe me, Kyoko. I wouldn't lie to you. I make direct eye contact with Kyoko. Hazel eyes like hers are simply perfect to get lost in. If you're certain, I say to text me if that changes, but you didn't bring your phone to school, did you? Texted you this morning and never got a reply. Did you really? I'm sorry, I left it at home. I'm not here to give you a lecture, Mimoko, but even if you aren't fond of tech, you'll be safer with a phone on hand. You never know when it will be useful. I lower my head and apologize once again. Kyoko retaliates by ruffling my hair playfully. I'm not mad at ya, so don't let that get you down either. Right, I understand. I really need to get my mind straight. Oh, a cat? Kitty? There's always a cat. Whatever school I've been at, there's always just like a school cat that wanders around. In the distance, I can see a small brown ball of fluff running up towards Kyoko and me. It lets out high-pitched squeaks with every step. Once it reaches us, it starts to paw Kyoko's legs. The cry is only growing louder. Oh, I haven't seen this one around. Looks pretty young. Did you come for a bite? Alright, I hear ya. Kyoko grabs another sausage from the lunchbox and holds it out with her fingers for the hungry kitty. Takes the food, happily munching away at it and letting out audible purrs. Huh, it's good, isn't it? You can thank Mimiko for that. Don't say embarrassing things like that. She lets out a laugh once again, covering her smile with her hand. Once the cat has gobbled up all the sausage, it looks up at Kyoko expectantly. Oh, more food? Meow? I think I get down now without any regrets. Watching Kyoko and the kitten go back and forth, meowing at each other, sets my heart on fire. How can such a sweet sight exist? Just hope the pure adoration and joy aren't showing on my face. Huh? Why are they staring at me? Is there something wrong with me? Is she talking to the cat? Oh, she is. Meow? I look at the two anxiously, silently praying I haven't made a fool out of myself. Kyoko glances down at the cat, who glances back at her in return. Neither say anything for a while, and I'm left questioning if I should just break the silence or not. She says, "Good job, Meow." Were they communicating? Really? The kitten shows its her appreciation by butting her head against me? Seems like she likes your meow. Why do you keep meowing? Should I stop meow? I didn't say that. While we were busy talking, the kitten has snagged herself another octopus sausage from the lunchbox. Kyoko grabs her by the scruff, holding her at eye level. Boy, you gotta ask before you take more food. Too much sausage is gonna blow up your little kitty belly. Oh, mad. She fluffs up her tail to appear larger, holding on to that little octopus for dear life. Kyoko lets out a sigh and puts the kitten back on the ground away from the lunchbox. She then caps the box lunch, quickly pulls out her phone. Hey, lunch is over in about 5 minutes if you want to start walking back to class. Oh, right. Will you be coming with me? Can't. I'll be in for help if someone sees me. Probably gonna hide out at the park till school's over. Plus, I got a new buddy to chill out with for a bit. The kitten waddles back over to the lunchbox, this time trying her best to pry the lid open with her fluffy paws. Kyoko picks her up again. It's impossible to hold back my giggle. I understand. In that case, would you like to meet up after school? I have something I'd like to give you. Sure, I don't have much going on. As Kyoko speaks, the feisty kid nibbles and scratches at her already scarred hands. It doesn't seem to bother her in the slightest. Really? That's great. So I'll see you here? Here works. See you then, Mimiko. Enjoy the rest of your classes. Oh, and did you want to take the lunch with you? I'm fine. Please help yourself with the rest. It makes me very happy. Got it. See you. Thanks for the lunch. And Miko, stay safe, okay? I know you don't want to turn into a big deal, but I worry about you. With a concerned smile on her face, Kyoko bids me farewell. And I'm all alone. Oh, she's happy. She said yes. I'm one step closer to a confession. I didn't know being in love was supposed to feel like this euphoric. It's a bit painful at the same time, worrying about all the possible things that could go wrong. But everything is falling right into place. Such a wonderful feeling. Can't be more excited for school to end. I don't really want to waste any time wandering the halls after my encounter with Kyoko. I want to get to class as soon as possible. The day will pass quicker then. There's only a few more periods left in the day, so as long as I stick to those out, it'll be all set. Both my heart and my head feel light. Love is such a wonderful thing. Oh. Just before I turn the corner to reach my classroom, I'm suddenly yanked aside and pulled into the women's restroom. My hand covers my mouth to muffle the shriek. Shh, don't make a fuss. I turn my head around to face my captor and soon lower my shoulders in a sigh. She quickly releases me. Fujimoto, what was that for? You really scared me. Why are you mad? Sorry, just wanted to talk to you before class started up again. You see, when you said you had something planned for today, I got worried. You and I always seem to, hit it off. So I thought maybe you were trying to steal him away from me and ruin my character arc. Steal him? Fujimoto, you don't have to worry about that. I don't have any sort of feelings for Ueda. We're just really just acquaintances. Well, yeah, I know that now, but... She shakes the air through her teeth and taps her feet in a fidgety manner. Hey, Mimiko, we're friends, right? You wouldn't be mad at me if I did something kind of silly, would you? Something silly can mean a lot of different things. What happened? Oh, it's nothing, just, I saw a letter peeking out from your bag, and so I opened it up to see who it was meant for, and I kind of ended up reading the whole thing. Girl was so... Huh? Could you repeat that? Look, I'm really sorry I saw the letter you wrote, okay? You were just staring right at me from your bag, and I couldn't ignore it. The little heart in the front was so darn cute. I knew it had to be for whoever you wanted to confess to today. I ended up reading the whole thing. It was really sweet, but now I'm worried about something else. Okay, honestly, I'm worried about a lot of different things. But to start, why Kurata Kyoko? I feel my blood turn cold. You know what? This is why Io doesn't like her. She's so nosy. I know Kin is too nosy for her own good, but why would anyone do that? Why did she read my letter? Because she thought I would confess to Io? I couldn't care less about that guy. Why couldn't she have minded her business like any other regular person? The despair mustn't show on my face because Kin now appears panicked. My head is starting to ache. I'm sorry if that's rude for me to ask, but she really doesn't have a good reputation. I'm worried how would that end up for you, especially considering all the depressing stuff you wrote about. People don't deserve to be treated like germs. Being bullied to the point people can't talk about you as if you're dead is just too far. What if that happens to you for getting too close to her? And well, maybe I can't comment since I don't know her personally, but you don't know what started all those rumors in the first place, right? Oh, you do know. She beat Io to a pulp after he rejected her. Isn't that messed up? Is that true? Well, some people say it's because he accidentally stepped on her heel, or because he looked at her in a way she didn't like, or... You know what? The reason doesn't matter. They're all red flags either way. The point is, I don't think it'd be good for you, Mimiko. Kin's eyes are filled with genuine concern. She looks ready to tear up. Does she actually care that much? Even if Kurata might be a good person, I don't want your reputation to be damaged. You can understand where I'm coming from, right? I'm not being absurd but worrying. Please don't. I'm gonna tell her to mind her business. She needs to be serious. It's not your business who I confess to. You should just ask me instead of invading my privacy. I did ask you though, and you're super vague. I thought asking again would be useless. I had to take things into my own hands. I didn't want Yuita to know who it was. His feelings on Kyoko aren't a secret. If you asked one-on-one, I would have told you. I'm sorry, did I mess up that badly? You seem kinda upset at me, Mimiko. The answer should have been obvious. I wish this girl could have used her brain for once. Look, I'm sorry, okay? Maybe I acted without thinking, but you can see... Stop talking already. I'm losing my patience. If I lose my reputation, so be it. I become a butterfly without wings if it means I can be with her. Why are you trying to play the savior? You do the same thing for your love, wouldn't you? So stop acting like you're above me. You don't know anything about her. Kate takes a cautious step back as sweat trickles down her cheek. She lets out a barely audible laugh out of anxiety. My bad, Mimiko. I'll leave you be then. Just stay safe, okay? She stands still and waits for a response I never give. After realizing it's pointless, she tiptoes around me to exit the restroom. You don't have to worry. I'm right here. Everything will be okay. Just trust me. You did a good job standing up for yourself. I'm proud of you. Maybe you don't need me after all. Huh. Just a joke. I'm not gonna leave you that easily. Geez, tough crowd. Are you worried about your letter? You don't need to worry. Kyoko's so kind. She loved the letter even if it was trampled over and shredded into dust. A few fingerprints won't ruin it. Miko, there's nothing to worry about. Okay? There's nothing to worry about. There's nothing to worry about. There's nothing to worry about. I repeat that phrase in my head over and over again, as if it's some sort of prayer. There's nothing to worry about. There's nothing to worry about. There's nothing... There's nothing... There's nothing... What? I should just leave it out? There's nothing. There's nothing. My letter, I feel sick. Why would she rip up the letter? The reflection in the river is all wrong. The gentle waves leave it swirling and distorting. It's nothing more than the blur of dull and uninteresting colors. I hate looking at it. I hate being reminded of this body I'm forced to call mine. It's so easy to make it all go away. I don't know what's waiting for me on the other side. Will I be reborn? Will I be sentenced to hell? Will the world as I know it cease to exist? The river is calling to me. That's right. None of that would happen. When I die, the world will continue to spin, completely unaffected. People who I'll call my peers will graduate and thrive without me. Happy families will still share dinner together each night. Humanity will still know what it means to smile, to cry, to mourn, to laugh. If I disappeared, nothing would change. How narcissistic is it of me to think otherwise? The river is growing louder. It will be so easy. I just need to take that first step. Don't be so scared. Stop shaking already. Breathe in, breathe out. Keep on that brave face. And on the count of 3, 3, 2. The rest of school day is a blur. My brain is completely mushed, running on autopilot. I did all the work asked of me, but none of it stays inside my head for more than a minute. That's fine. That's all fine because the last class is almost over. Just a little more. Just a little more. Just... Miss Nakamura? Yes, teacher? The booming voice of an old lady breaks me out of my haze. Can't make out any detail on her face. Were you listening? You need to be in a group for this project. As smart as you are, you cannot work alone. My eyes dart around the room. Every student in the class is paired with another, happily chatting away with things I still can't register. Well, since Miss Karuta isn't coming to class anytime soon, maybe you will have to work alone. You have an even amount of students without her. That or you'd be placed in a group of 3. My ears ring. I feel a tap on my shoulder. Mimi-chan, you should work with me and the other girl. That'll make things a lot easier, yeah? I suppose this is the best course of action to not exclude Miss Nakamura. Very well, you 3 may work together. Ayo's grin grows wider. Kun, who's now sharing a desk with him, glances away. Great, thanks, teacher. The figure vanishes. I turn my chair around to face Ayo and Kin. I completely missed out on what we're supposed to be doing, so I'll have to piece together the gaps. So, what animal do you guys want to do? I was thinking of something small and cute. I'm a sucker for the little guys. Oh, how about chinchilla? My papa's gonna give me one as a gift when I pass my entrance exams. I just love chinchillas. Can I have that as a pet? Chinchillas? Huh. They're cute, sure, but are those guys even in the wild? Of course they are. Every animal exists in the wild. Ayo and Ken bicker about chinchillas for a good while. I silently sit on the side, struggling to discern the conversation's purpose. Their voices feel so far away. I really think we should do our project on bunnies. They're a lot more common and easier to find information about. Maybe we'll get extra points for being creative with our pick? Pick, though. Besides, it's way better to stand out than fit in. Don't you think? Hey, Mimi-chan, what do you think? Want to write about bunnies? They seem like they'd be your kind of thing. Small, cute, fluffy, shy. It's perfect, don't you think? Hey, I'm here too. What do you think, Mimiko? I feel my eyes widen. Is he talking to me? Aw, look at that. Kid completely ruined Mimiko's mood with her yelling. I didn't do anything. They're looking at me. Is something wrong with me? Please stop staring at me. Please stop. Me? Oh, I've always been more partial to rabbits. The girl's mouth curls downwards. I think she's frowning. Mimiko? Are you? Perfect. That settles it then. Feel a hand ruffle my hair. A smile is forced on my face. That's 2 against 1, Kimchi. Oh, her name's Kimchi. We're writing about bunnies. Well, the teacher says we're just picking groups in the topic today. We aren't starting until tomorrow since the last bell rang. But you know, I've got some time to kill. Why don't we stay after school today and make progress on it? That way we're way ahead of the game. We're all model students, aren't we? Are you sure? But it's not like we need to rush, and I've got plans today. Don't you both have plans too? Who said this wasn't part of my plan? I could be hanging out with my special girl right now. Huh? Oh, what? I guess I can stay then. I can make a few changes in my schedule, just this once. We're staying? I don't want to stay though. I feel sick. I want to go home. When is the project due? Today? Tomorrow? But everyone around us is packing up. They're all going somewhere else. Even if I want to ask, the words are just stuck in my throat. Please, body, start moving. Start talking. Do something. I don't think I could stay after. I manage to stand up and my feet feel like anchors. I have to use a desk to remain somewhat stable. Please help me. Please stay with me. I can't do this on my own. Oh, you're fine, Mimiko. Have fun or feel better? Ayo and I can get started on our own. Huh? You can't stay, Mimiko? The work shouldn't take that long, you know. At least stick around for, let's say, another 10 minutes or so. We can see how we're feeling then. I can take care of the art stuff if you want, but working on a group project without all our members would feel wrong. What do you say? When he puts it like that, it just sounds rude to leave. Maybe another 10 minutes wouldn't hurt. I shouldn't cause more trouble. I don't want to be in trouble. I'm sorry, Ayo. Ah, there you go. You're safe here, Mimiko. My lips give up on me and I sit back down without a word. I'm sorry. Whatever I did wrong, I'm sorry. So hey, Kitsune. Would you mind grabbing us some art supplies so we can start sketching out a poster? There should be some stuff in Class 1C. Miko and I will get started on the boring stuff, so you don't have to worry your pretty little head about anything. Of course, I'll be back in a flash. Kin runs out of the classroom. When she disappears, Ayo looks at me. Hey, why are you staring off for? You look like you've got a lot on your mind. Do I? I'm sorry. It's all good, Mimi-chan. You know, everyone's left by now except us, so if you want to confide in me, you're welcome to. I scanned the room. I heard an Ayo, there's no sign of life in here. When did the teacher even leave? I don't know what to say, but if I say nothing at all, it makes things worse. I'll try and focus again. So this project is about animals? Mm-hmm. And we have to make a poster about certain species and its role in the food chain, yep. Were you even paying attention, Mimi-chan? I shake my head. I haven't been feeling great, that's why I want to head home. Relax, this is easy. I'll have that Kinoko girl go grab us some textbooks about it all too. Kinoko? Takes me a moment to realize who he's talking about. In a soft voice, I try to correct him. Keen. Her name is Fujimoto Keen. Does that matter? Look, it's gonna take her a while to find anything. I helped clean that room this morning and doesn't have any art supplies in it. Chances are she'll be out of our hair for at least 15 minutes. I subconsciously strain my back and plant my feet on the floor. An unsettling feeling is starting to form in my stomach. So, why'd you want to make her go? Oh, you're so dumb, it's cute. He leans in closer to me, voice hushing low as if he wants somebody else to hear. Without asking, he places his hand over mine. I freeze. You really can't put two and two together. Darling, I wanted to be alone. With you. I want you to be mine. The cadence in when he says darling is rotten in venom. I tried to retract my hand. I intertwined his fingers with mine to stop me. Oh, come on, don't be like that, darling. Are you nervous? There's no reason to be. Look around, it's just you and me here, so nobody will know what's going on in this classroom. If it'll make you feel better, I'll lock the door. Huh? My dad gave me a master key so I can get in and out of anywhere, no problem. That's the perk of being the principal's kid. You can get some perks too, you know. No gotta pay a cent for lunch. You never gotta worry about getting in trouble. More people will want to hang out with you. And you'll get to be with me. Doesn't that all sound great? Only an idiot would say no. I don't want that. I can't, I'm sorry. I leave my answer at that. I can't bring myself to say any more. Huh. Of course you say that, Mimiko. You're so stupid, it's cute. You're so stupid. The grin dawning Ayo's base evaporates. His bright blue eyes pierce right into me. Desperate, I try to tuck my hand away again. It doesn't budge. I mean, come on. Don't you know what's good for you? I can push away all the worries you have in that cute little brain of yours. Listen, I get it. We all have gruesome thoughts we want to make disappear. Y'all want to find someone who won't judge us for who we really are. And I'll say, your letter was real cute. Oh, it was him. It made my heart nearly explode just imagining it with my name instead of hers. You know, you don't have to settle for trash. Not when I'm right here. Takes my other hand. I'm too powerless to move. You just are better than her, darling. Haven't you heard the rumors? You're just a good-for-nothing delinquent. She's emotionless. Take it from me. You're better off falling in love with a piece of plastic. She wouldn't know what love is even if she killed herself over it. Haha. Aren't I funny? Aren't I? Like, stop. Nah, it doesn't matter. Dark humor isn't for everyone. Letting out another laugh, Ayo lets go of my hand and reaches for something in his uniform pocket. A box cutter. But don't you see where I'm coming from, darling? That Kyoko couldn't give you anything. She doesn't know anything. So that feeling of love you must hopelessly be clinging onto, she won't reciprocate. Carelessly waves the sheath cutter around in the air. His thumb lands on the slider, pushing it forward to create a soft clicking sound. The stainless steel blade greets me. She won't understand you. She'll leave you heartbroken. And I mean, that should be embarrassing for you. Getting turned down by the most hated person at school. You look lost, darling. Do you not get it? I'm trying to save you. Save me? Save me? Save me. What is he trying to save me from? You're wrong. Maybe I'm taunting fate, but I can't let this continue. Swallowing my fear is like downing a pill without water I speak. You're wrong, Rita, and I don't want this. So please... I don't think I heard you correctly, darling. Why did you say that again? Something sharp is pressed against my... What the heck? Why is everyone crazy? My throat. Looking into Ayo's eyes, they're completely empty. No sympathy. No remorse. He can't be seriously willing to. Mimiko, answer me. I can't. He's going to kill me. I don't want to die like this. Idiot. Did you lose your voice? Do you hate yourself? Do you have some sort of death wish? You know, it'd be a real shame if a cute girl as cute as you and obedient as you went ahead and grew a mind of her own. He presses the blade harder against my skin. One slash and I'm as good as gone. And it'd be an even bigger shame if that independence is the thing that led to her downfall. Why can't you get this through to your thick head? Nobody else will hurt you. Nobody else will walk all over you. Nobody else will look down on you. You'll be loved. I have so much love to give, my darling. So I'll give you one more chance. Will you be mine? What an idiot. Just give up. In what world is this love? Just die already. Oh. Well, we were being threatened. Self-defense. Broken shards of glass fly through the air. Piece scrapes past my cheek and leaves a stinging cut. The tight grip on my wrist suddenly turns limp. I'm able to pull away with ease and stand up. My legs are trembling in shock beneath me. I still can't find it in me to move. Oh, we were saved. Never mind. Mimiko. A voice calls out to me. It's so pleasantly familiar. Miko, come on, let's get out of here. Yoko reaches out to me with a scratched hand. Her other hand holds both of our school bags. My gaze quickly shifts to Ayo, who's been smashed over the head with a vase. His head is wet with water and blood. I can't tell if he's conscious or not. Come on, she yells again, snapping me out of my haze. Take her hand, of course. In haste, I take her hand and run out of the classroom with a little thought. What? By the time I was ready to slip my shoes off, I spotted another girl leaning over the bridge's rails. Long, dark, matted. Black bags under her eyes. A tattered school uniform. Our eyes met. We stare into each other for what feels like an eternity. And all that time, neither of us spoke a word. I have to wonder if she's here for the same reason as me. What? When we rush out of the school, Yoko leads me to a nearby bench and ushers me to sit down. I oblige, taking my school bag and setting it in my lap. The sun's rays feel blinding. Even with the guardian angel by my side, it's a struggle to tell a left apart from right. Yoko sits down beside me and pulls the first aid kit out of her own bag. Sorry about that nasty cut. I had to get that guy off you somehow. I nod my aching head. It's okay, I want to say, but nothing comes out of my mouth. She seems to understand, though. As her face turns gentle, I feel something cold prick my cheek. Hey, okay, I'm taking care of ya. It'll be over in a sec, just sit tight. Thankfully, that guy didn't actually cut your throat, just a glass of your face. The cold sensation is soon replaced by a sticky bandage. When Kyoko takes her hands off me, I touch my damaged cheek instinctively. No matter how desperately I search for the words, I can't find it in me to speak. Even something as simple as stinky was clogged in my throat. Spacing out again, huh? Figures. It is worse than a headache. Guess talking is out of the question for now. It's okay, I'm right here. I'm not going anywhere. That voice. It's so gentle and soothing. And that smile. Such a stunning sight, really. Her tired eyes are so gentle and warm, I could stare into them for an eternity. Not to mention those cute freckles dotting her cheeks are simply to die for. Just looking at her brings butterflies into my stomach. Kyoko, you saved me again. I'm so horribly weak. Hey, you okay to walk a little more? I can grab you something at the Kombini. Your head feeling a little better? If you get some food and water in ya? I'm so weak, yet you do everything in your power to protect me. I wish for once I could be the one to protect you instead. I want to be stronger. I want to be someone worthy of your love. Nothing? If it's too much, I don't mind carrying you, so. I wrap my arms around Kyoko and hold on to her for dear life. Tears prick my eyes as my body trembles. It's also wonderfully nostalgic. I'm sorry. Kyoko's arms hover above me for a moment, seemingly taken aback by the sudden hug. But soon enough, she wraps her arms around me too. I'm sorry I couldn't stand up for myself. Even when I told him no, he just wouldn't listen. I'm sorry, I can't thank you enough. You always come to save me again and again and again, even when I don't deserve it. I'm so sorry. Filled with a full sob, tears dripping off my cheeks and wetting Kyoko's clothes, and I mother another apology under my breath. Despite that, I feel her hand lovingly rub circles around my back. It makes me want to melt. Miko, that's not something to apologize for. Him not knowing what no means isn't your fault. You know I'm here for you no matter what, right? You don't gotta do anything, 'cause you're worth saving as you are. Why? Why do you always tell me that? I'm a mess. I'm nothing but a freak. I have thoughts and desires nobody else does. I can't even recognize my own face. When I look at my reflection, I just want to puke. I just want to claw my skin off. I want to be forgotten. I want to. Hey. Her voice turns stern and she pulls away from the hug to stare right into my eyes. Look at me. Do you remember the day we met? At the river? You met for a reason and I stopped you for a reason. I couldn't die in good faith if I let you do the same thing, even if I didn't know you. When I first saw you, something clicked inside me, like it was some sort of reality check or something. I just knew I didn't want to do it anymore. In that sense, you saved me. And I promised I'd do whatever I could to make it up to you. I haven't done enough. I'd done it if I could ever do enough. So I'll keep doing whatever it is to protect you. You're the most important person to me. I saved Kyoko? The thought is impossible to wrap my head around. But as I look up at Kyoko, I see a serious expression on her face that I haven't seen before. Not since that day. Using her thumb, Kyoko wipes away the hot tears in my eyes. It only makes me want to cry more. Can I continue to be weak? Is this really okay? When her hand tears away from my face, I wipe my eyes in hopes of bringing all the leftover tears away. I love you. The words slip out of my mouth before I even know it. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you, Kyoko. I mean it, I love you, Kyoko. You're the only person I feel this way about. Actually, I scavenge the inside of my school bag and collect each torn piece of my letter. I wanted to give this to you, but it was destroyed by someone else before I could. Still, please accept it, at least until I can make you a new one. I extend the letter out to her. My arms quiver and my heart is beating like crazy, but I don't want to back down. It's okay to be scared, but don't give up. Not after just one bad day. This is the perfect opportunity. Kyoko takes the tattered scraps from my hands, discerning what she can from the nearly ineligible writing. Despite its contamination, Kyoko's expression shifts into a smile. I like it. I've never gotten a love letter before. Thank you, Mimiko. She gently laps once again, slipping the letter into her bag. You do? I can't read it at all, but I think I get what you're saying. Wait, she can't read it? Oh wait, no. It's because it's tattered, isn't it? You can make me a new one if you want, but I'm keeping this one. I'm so happy. She doesn't need to return my words. Just knowing she accepted my letter is enough. Her face says all I need to know. Sit in silence for a while, indulging in each other's company for as long as we're allowed. Yoko's face touch is warm and delicate, like I'm a glass vase that could crack at any moment. I don't want to leave her loving arms. I don't want to hear anything that isn't her beating heart. Eventually, Kyoko's voice reaches my ears. Hey, Mimoko, it's gonna get dark soon. Wanna head home? Oh, right. It's been a while, huh? The time passed so quickly. That sounds like a good idea. I don't want to, but I slowly stand up and sling my bag over my shoulder, following Kyoko follow suit. To my delight, she soon takes my hand back into her own. Without warning, though, she pulls me along. Change of plans. I want to get you some real food to eat. Huh? I told you earlier I'm fine. Right on cue, my stomach growls loudly and Kyoko laughs. Something's telling me otherwise. Come on, a new udon place opened up. I want to try it out with ya. I've been saving up for this. She once again tugs me along, this time with a pep in her step and a bright smile on her face. Okay, I love that. Squeeze her hand tightly. I don't want her to ever let go. My savior, my darling. My letter might have been torn to shreds, but even my contaminated words were enough to reach you. Despite all my ugliness, you love me as I am. Couldn't be happier. I can only hope we stay together forever, however long that might be. Kyoko, I love you. Me too. Ending 1. Thank you for loving me. I'll be doing just the usual today. No, I don't have anything in mind. Seriously, you don't have a date lined up or anything? Well, I guess that's not really a surprise. You've never been into a whole romance thing, huh? I don't think I've ever seen you hit up with another guy in the 3 years we've known each other. But hey, who knows? Today could be your lucky day. Yeah, don't you look so down, Mimiko. You'll find someone soon, I'm sure. Thanks. Sue looked at me with encouraging expressions on her face. I feel a tad bit guilty lying to them, but my love life ultimately isn't their business. It's for the best, and I don't mention the name. I feel even worse if I wipe the smiles off their faces. I gently nudged her hand away from my own. Her nervous laugh escapes me. I mean it, Kyoko. It's all for you. I'm not really that hungry anyway. I'll be happiest if you eat it. Her smile fades and she doesn't lower her chopsticks. Keep your eye in contact when you lie. Here. No, I'm fine, really. Don't lie. As she presses me further to eat the sausage, it slips right out of her chopsticks and falls onto the ground, covering its side in dirt. Kyoko puts the lunchbox and the chopsticks onto my lap and grabs the contaminated octopus with her hand. She stares at me for a moment with unblinking eyes before eating it whole. Why did you... what? Still tastes good. Can't let good food go to waste. That's completely and utterly precious. Did she only eat it because I made it? Or does she not want me to subject myself to tainted food? She sacrifices so much for me. She's no different from a savior or perhaps even God. Yeah, she's really dramatic. She's so kind, so considerate, so... Nothing. I wasn't going to say anything. If you're sure. Something's ever on your mind, though, you know, you can always text me, right? Just before I turned the corner to reach my classroom, I'm suddenly yanked aside and pulled into the men's restroom. Hand covers my mouth to muffle the shriek. What the heck? I'm too scared to face my captor. It isn't long before until he speaks to me. Mimi-chan. I see Ayo's large and cheeky smile out of the corner of my eye. The whole situation is sending chills down my spine. What are you doing? I can't be in here. I'll get in trouble. Oh, don't worry, Mimi-chan. I'll help you get off the hook. Can we just talk for a second, one-on-one? Promise I'm not gonna do anything weird. My eyes scanned the room aimlessly, hoping to look at anything that isn't Io. You know, if I notice this, then lets go of me. Here, no hands. Does that help? He holds his hands in the air for emphasis, then tucks them into his pockets. I was just wondering what you'd say earlier. You really don't have anything planned this Valentine's? No special person waiting for you after class? Because if you're free today, I was wondering if you want to hang out with me later. No rush though. You still got another few periods for you to make the choice. Oh, that's all? I had a feeling in my gut that this was going to be a lot worse for a reason I can't quite pinpoint. I subconsciously relaxed my shoulders a bit. What about Fujimoto? Why don't you ask Fujimoto instead? I think she'd be better company for you. Fuji who now? Oh, you mean that delusional girl in our class? Yeah, she's not my type at all. Way too loud and self-centered. I lose my mind being alone with her for more than a minute. Isn't that a bit harsh? She can be a bit of a handful, but she isn't a bad person. A girl like her wasn't good for anything other than just having a cute face. Guess there's no point in convincing him. Maybe it's for the best that he disagreed if he hates Kin that much. What an awful thing to say casually about a person, though. You know, Mimiko, I'd rather you didn't dodge the question. Just tell me how you feel straight to my face. If you were lying earlier about not having plans, I get it. Sometimes you just want to keep a secret. Just be honest, and I'll leave you be. Is it really that simple? Well, as long as I don't elaborate on my plans, things should surely be okay. Io at least seems to get the idea I'm not interested in him. I just can't do it today. Sorry. Her response is barely just above a whisper. There's an annoying look in Io's eyes that instinctively makes me shrink. Ha, I figure. Worth a shot anyway. Let me know if you ever change. If it ever changes, okay? I'll let you go now. Thanks for humoring me. See you in class, darling. The bell rings and Io leaves the restroom without me. I'm left all alone with nothing but a reflection in the mirror. Darling. I softly repeat the word to myself, trying to make sure I heard him right. Darling? Why would he call me darling? Is he still making an effort to flirt with me? Guess I shouldn't care as long as he leaves me alone, but everything still feels off. Maybe it's just my head? Reflections always make me feel uneasy. I should just get out of here before someone notices me. Mimiko? Before I can step out of the room, a familiar voice calls out to me. What do you want this time? You're scared. Should I just apologize? I know I am sorry. There's nothing to apologize for. Jeez, you're such a pushover. It's a good thing I'm here. If it gets to be too much, I'll take care of things. Just look back in the mirror if you need me. I sigh and walk away, trying not to pay any mind to the nonsensical words echoing in my head. It's fine. It'll all be fine. As long as my letter's intact, everything will be fine. If something were to go wrong, Kyoko will save me. She'll save me again, and then everything will be fine. It sounds wonderful to date you. That sounds wonderful. Anyone would want that kind of power, right? So even if it feels wrong, even if I have this twist in my gut begging me not to, as long as it'll get me through the day, I'll agree. Ha, you mean it? His eyes light up. A wide grin crosses his face. Aha! I thought it would take way more convincing to get you. I can't believe that it was actually that easy. This has got to be fate, wouldn't you say? Hey, why don't we seal it with a kiss? He uses his free hand to gently take my cheek. He leans in further and presses a kiss against my lips. I can't return it. It feels disgusting. Why did you do that? Why did you do that? Why did you do that? Hey darling, I've kept this all in for too long. I thought I was going to explode. Stay here. I'm going to lock the door. I know how much your reputation means to you. After pulling away, he lets go of me and stands up, heading right to the door. I see him fish a key out of his pocket, and he locks the door with a soft click sound. Face red, he rushes back to me, but desperately tries to avoid eye contact. There's already sweat starting to drip off his skin. It's gross. He's gross. I hate looking at him. I want to work on the project. I want to go home. I want to see Kyoko. I want to be anywhere but here. Darling, you're spacing out again. His sickeningly sweet voice is worse than nails on a chalkboard. It's like sandpaper applied straight to my brain. Can you hear me? Come on, darling, it's no fun if you aren't invested too. Oh, I think I get it. You're just being shy, aren't you? You're just so cute. You know, I've gotta say, I'm one lucky guy getting to be here along with you. You really have nothing to worry about, darling. Here, I'll lead the way. So don't worry your pretty little head about anything. Keep your eyes only on me, okay? Don't look at anyone else. You're mine and mine alone, my darling. Nobody else can even as much look at you. Promise me that, will you? Perfect. You're perfect, darling. I love you. The sound of the water is always relaxing. Whether it be water dripping into a tub or the waves of the ocean, there's nothing that makes me feel more at ease than hearing that part of nature. I think about all the fish swimming in the sea. When were they born? How long will they continue to live? Do they know their families? Do they feel love? Do they feel anything at all? Or are they content with living just to die? I'd ask them if I could, but even if I hold my breath, I can't talk to fish. But even still, I think I'll visit the river after school today. Ending 2, my darling. So let's take the box cutter. I grab the box cutter off his desk and clutch onto it tightly. What are you doing? Put that down. Kyoko yells at me again. Have I made her mad? I'm sorry. I don't want to make you mad, Kyoko. But I also can't live with myself knowing scum like him are roaming the earth without retribution. A familiar voice is calling out to me, but the words are all a mess in my brain. I extract the blade. It's stainless, without a single fingerprint or speck of blood to be found. It's perfect, really reflective, just like an untouched mirror. I gaze at the reflection. There's a person on the other side. Dark hair, bright eyes, but nothing else of interest. It's boring to look at. The figure frowns at me. I smile back. Hey Kyoko, why do we keep forcing ourselves to put up with him? The years of torment you face at his hands. The dread of coming to school each day. The fantasies of our own deaths. We can put an end to all of it, can't we? What? What are you trying to say? Isn't it obvious? Let's kill him. I look up at Kyoko with a smile. She seems uncertain. A happy ending is impossible with this kind of parasite running amok. All he's done is made your life hell. So let's make things right, together. Isn't this the perfect chance? Kyoko tightens her fist. Can't tell what she's thinking, and she's gone completely quiet. Before I know it, she swipes the cutter straight out of my hand. Don't be ridiculous. We can't do something like that. We'll get in trouble. And as much as I hate him, as much as I want him gone, She tightens her grip on the weapon, her thumb fiddling with the slider again and again. I wrap my arms around her in a comforting manner. She's trembling. He can be scared, Kyoko. A guy like Ayo is scary. You don't need to put on a brave face. Here, if you're worried, I can take care of him. You can just sit back, okay? You saved me from him. You've saved me time and time again, so please let me do the same for you. I don't want you to suffer anymore. She's still quiet. I tried to pry the cutter out of her hand, but her grip remains strong. Take the box cutter, take it away. Take the box cutter? I tried to take the cutter again. Kyoko. I mutter her name without even thinking about it. With a moment of hesitation, she loosens her grip at the cutter. Take it from her. It'll be okay, Kyoko. I reassure her with a smile, but the neutral expression stays on her face. Are you ready? Yeah. My heart flutters. With pure euphoria and adrenaline running through me, I hold the blade's hand tightly. Kyoko, Kyoko, Kyoko. Despite my ugliness, you refuse to leave my side. I love that about you. I love everything about you. And I'll do anything to prove that. Anything. 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 There's blood all over me. It feels so gross. Is there anything about this guy that's worthwhile? But a job is done. I can look towards my darling without worry. Kyoko. Mimiko? Let's go. We should clean ourselves up before someone notices. Oh, of course. You're so smart, Kyoko. Let's go. I sheathe the blade and drop it in my school bag, and we're out the door to clean ourselves up. Yahoo! Oh, I forgot. She's gonna come back, of course. Yahoo! Sorry I was gone for so long. It took forever to find everything we need. But your favorite character has returned, so let's get to work. Io, what are you napping for? Wait, is that blood? Something... We're able to escape to school unnoticed. Kyoko holds my hand tightly the entire way, and I hold hers all the same. I comfortably lead the way. I have a perfect place in mind for us to relax. When we reach there, Kyoko stops walking. The river? The gentle scream of the river reaches my ears, and I find myself stopping in my tracks as well. Isn't it a nice place to unwind? I figure we both could use it. No. Kyoko squeezes my hand. She feels clammy, but I return the gesture and squeeze her hand as well. She's so cute when she gets all shy. It's such a rarity, but that makes it even more precious. Silence wavers between us. It's soothing. Visiting the river always brings back heartfelt memories. Yoko's eyes are locked on the water below. I look down as well. The water is a plain shade of blue. I don't know what we're gonna do. We can't just get away with something like this. We'll have to change our name and get out of the country, all that. She runs her hand free through her brain, gritting her teeth. God. We messed up, huh? No, I don't think so. There's another way out of this. I don't want to go to jail. You don't have to. Hey, do you trust me? Do you trust me? I trust you. You do? I'm glad. I really do love you, you know? So it makes my heart dance hearing you say that. I said it. I actually said it. I love you. Do you love me too? That's all I need to hear. Thank you. Thank you for loving me. I couldn't ask for a happier ending. Now, I want you to follow my lead, okay? Let's go on the count of 3. 3, 2, 1. Ending 3. At the end of the river, I met you. That was so sad. That was the saddest ending. Take her away. No. This isn't right. As much as I want him to disappear, we can't do this. I can't let you do this. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Please don't talk to me in that aggressive tone. I pull Kyoko away from Io. I changed my mind. This is a bad idea. Her gaze is fixated on the cutter. She's silent for what feels like an eternity until she sees the blade. Yeah. Her voice is quiet and distant. She stands up and I follow suit, a slight stumble on my step. Kyoko? I watch her slip the box cutter into her school bag. Her eyes avoid my own. Yeah? What are you going to do with that? You got nothing to worry about, Mimiko. My youngest bro has got a crafts project due soon for class, and Mom doesn't let us keep stuff like this in the house. Figured you could use it, that's all. The answer comes to her so naturally that it reassures me that this isn't an excuse made up on the spot. I should have faith in Kyoko. Why would she do something she reprimands me for? She isn't like that. I relax my shoulders and take my bag. Okay, I believe you. Let's go. I'm able to escape the school unnoticed. Kyoko holds my hand tightly the entire way, and I hold hers all the same. She's leading the way. Where we're going, I don't know, but I trust her. At some point, Kyoko stops walking. What's wrong? Ah, nothing. The gentle stream of the river reaches my ears, and I find myself stopping in my tracks as well. Isn't it a beautiful sound? I always find myself coming back here just to listen to it. Yeah, figure you could use a little distressor. She uses my hand tightly. I squeeze hers in return. Hey, Mimiko, you said you have something to show me after school. Oh, right, that, I stumble over my words as I recall the state of my letter. A sinking feeling twists my gut. I wanted to give you something, but it was destroyed. So please wait a little longer for me to fix it. Only then I'll feel okay about giving it to you. Destroyed, huh? Clicks her tongue and looks down at the river. It's a murky shade of blue, leaving a dull reflection in the subtle waves. I'm sorry. Nah, I'm not mad at you. Just remember something that pissed me off. I look down at the river with her, trying not to focus too hard on our distorted reflections. Silence wavers between us for what must have been minutes. Her fingers remain interlocked the entire time. And the only sound coming from the wind comes from the wind rustling through the trees in the stream below our feet. I want to say something. I want to tell her what's in my letter. But as always, nothing comes out of my mouth. I just can't find the words no matter how much they swirl in my head. We should get home before it gets too dark. Yeah, I say that but my eyes remain locked on the running water. Kyoko gently pulls me aside. Come on, take you home. A couple blocks this way, right? I nod. Gotcha. With another tug, Kyoko leads the way and my feet finally begin to move. She smiles at me warmly. You're safe now, Mimiko. Everything's gonna be okay. I'm not gonna let that guy even look at you ever again. Okay? She walks me home. We bid each other goodbye. It's not goodbye forever, right? You were thinking it, weren't you? At the river? Well, don't get any ideas. I can't let anything happen to either of you. Not until we've earned a happy ending. You understand that, right? Hey, can I trust you? Can I trust you won't do it? I promise. Good. I'm going to keep you to that promise. Your life isn't over yet, so don't accept this as the end. I'm not going anywhere. You know the deal at this point. If things go awry, I'll take care of it. Just look in the mirror if you need me. Ending 4, my reflection, my voice, my love. Okay, and that is the end of To My Darling. I feel like it still didn't resolve the whole Io situation. I mean, I don't know if Mimiko will still go back to school and face him. Obviously, he'll make up some sort of lie and get her ostracized by her schoolmates, but as long as she has Kyoko, I'm sure they'll be okay together. They'll make it through all the way. But that is the end of To My Darling. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye!